Welcome to Them Girls Whining.
Them Girls Whining.
Only after hours.
And basically, we're going to be, every time we should have a different type of bottle that we featuring. And it's like, we sampling.
Different things, yeah.
I mean, we might have the same kinds, but we just like them. So not every time. But we will be having different.
But then y'all gonna know.
I want to try that Black Girl Magic. They said it's really good. It's like...
What kind is that, though?
It's just, I don't know. It's some wine. They said
what's from?
It's like a rosé. I don't know. I'm looking to find it. But I know it's out here.
Okay.
But it's called Black Girl Magic. It's made by some black sisters. And it's really good.
Oh, that's definitely going to be good.
So we need to put that on our sessions. Mm-hmm. But this is good, though. I know it's going to be
and we don't know. We trying to see what are we going to talk about with this. We're trying to see. This is giving us a little woo-woo-woo.
For real.
But on tonight's topic, for the first topic that we're going to be talking about, we're going to cover 4 topics.
I think we'll name all those topics.
We're going to talk about understanding the message and not worried about the messenger.
Familial and estranged relationships. So basically, family relationships that are like torn or like broken apart, they need repairing. And that's not necessarily repairing, but why they're torn apart. Because that doesn't necessarily mean every relationship needs repairing. Some relationships can't be repaired. It's just what it is. But that's the gist of what that topic's about.
Our next topic is going to be the oldest daughter. Talking about like a step back from everything. Like, it's time.
Yeah, so lay down our responsibilities we have, like, it's like with family ties. If it ain't got nothing to do with your main life and what's making you grow and be a better person in life, you can't focus on it. You gotta just put yourself first. Stop trying to be everything for everybody else. That's what talk's about. Mm-hmm. We both oldest daughters, so.
Out of 5 siblings at that. And the second one is real sisterhood.
The last one. Yeah, it's the one. It's the last one. We got on top.
It's the last one.
Okay.
It's about real sisterhood.
The definition or the way we define
real sisterhood, and what we call it, and like why we call it. Yeah. But to get into the first topic, which was understanding the message and not worried about the messenger, let's get into that. Okay, so understanding the message and not worried about the messenger. A lot of people, and with that being said, a lot of people be worried about who's saying what and not what's being said.
That's it.
People can tell you the truth and you be worried about who that person is, what that person got going on, this and that and this. That's not how they go.
Like, for example, I feel like a lot of people do stuff like where if you don't have material things or qualifications, like you might not have a degree or you ain't go to school for that or you didn't get this job or you might not feel like you qualified to say that, yet the person's information is accurate. And they saying the right thing, but you don't want to hear it because you just don't want to hear that person say it. And it's like, damn, does it really matter who's saying it? Is the shit accurate? Can you use information? Can you apply it for real? Can you learn something from it? But somebody homeless can have some information for you.
I was going to say
that you don't even know. And that shit could change your life. Or you might learn some stuff you never thought you would learn from a person who was homeless on the street, So you can't just, count out your blessings just because the person don't look like a certain way or might not have a certain thing. You know what I'm saying?
So, Key, what you tell me about a time or something like that where you was like that person?
Which person?
You was the messenger, telling the message, and people didn't want to receive that message because it was you. Tell me about a time, so they can understand that we do understand. I'm gonna do that.
I feel like one time.
You don't have to say names, even if.
So one time I was with like my family members, and being the oldest sibling, I had made a comment about like we supposed to be going shopping one time, and everybody wanted to go shopping and stuff, but I felt at the time like it needed to be said that place to be kind of buying stuff for everybody because people wasn't doing what she wanted them to do, and because I was the one saying it, I didn't have no money, I didn't have no place to stay and all this stuff, so it's like, I need to just be quiet because I don't know what I'm talking about, but I was just basically speaking up about the fact that, hey, you saying the other day that people ain't doing their chores, people ain't handling their business correctly, so why reward somebody for something that, you know, they don't really deserve. And at that time, I was looked down upon for saying this message out loud, knowing that it needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? But in truth, people be using total stuff against you, like saying, "Oh, well, you don't get to say that because you don't got shit," or who are you to say, you know, what should be done and how it should be done. Even the person who was benefiting from the situation, me saying this, was going against me too at the time. You know, for example, so it's like, even though she was the one that was gonna be complaining about it later, you know, I still was right. Like,
even though there was something good for you to tell her.
Say, yeah, it was still a good message to be said, but because it wasn't the right time, or it ain't really about the right time.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because,
I'm saying, but for that was an excuse that was said, like, I should have waited to say something, or it should have been done a different way. But it's like, I said it politely. I didn't say it rude. Excuse me. I just made a suggestion. I just felt like everybody got mad because everybody wanted to go and buy stuff. They want to go get treated, you know what I'm saying? But nobody needs to be treated if ain't nobody doing what they supposed to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that should be a time for a lesson to be taught.
And as a mother, I feel like
that's why
you have a lot of
saying,
when it comes to that. And that information is valuable from a person as a mother, no matter if they're a mother of 10 years, mother of 4 years, 5 years.
I feel like it was stupid to be like hearing all that complaining about nobody doing chores, and then my kids seeing a parent or a adult go and reward bad behavior, and then me as an adult receive this bad behavior, you know, receive these
like
gifts
it's okay,
like it's okay, and don't say nothing about it. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stand on my principles. I'm gonna stand on how I believe to be raised, or how I believe my children should be raised. So I said something, even though that meant sacrificing me going shopping, sacrificing my kids going shopping. Even after all that shit, I still was the only one who didn't go shopping. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else still got to go shopping. So it's like a good example of like the messenger. It don't really matter who's saying it. If the stuff is plausible, it's something that can be applied to your life and practical, you should take the advice. It don't really matter who's saying it. Like damn, that made kind of sense. Let me just kind of think about that a little bit and see if that applies to my life. If it don't apply, let it fly. You ain't gotta listen to it. But if it makes sense for you, use it.
If you have a problem with something, but don't react to it.
Yeah, like you can't react negatively and then expect somebody to want to continue to have a conversation with you. Like if you reacting all crazy and hostile and stuff, I'm not going, unless I'm just the kind of person that want to be hostile too, then okay, but we never gonna get nowhere like that. So it's no point of communicating. Might as well just fight about it. I'm not about to do all that. It's just stupid.
And me personally, I'm not gonna fight about anything because I said something you ain't like. That's just that. That's your own personal. You gotta go get help. But
another good review.
Rain check. Kids coming through.
All right. Familial, estranged relationship.
Okay, that's what it was. Mm-hmm. I kept rewinding it.
Estranged is ESTRANGED.
Okay,
sure. Estranged. Yeah. So basically, it's a relationship that's like not close, separated, broken up. You know. So, which I guess the topic is basically explaining, or just talking about relationships and why they like they is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we consider the black sheep of the family by being oldest. You know,
a lot of relationships as siblings. If that's a
I want this to get up to eating and smoking Uncle Ryan. We're not supposed to do something.
Whoever is ghetto too don't need to be here.
I mean, you right.
Like when they seen we was doing something wrong, they gotta go. This is us.
Exactly.
You gonna hear kids. You may hear freaking knocking. Look, kids. Literally. Didn't I just say that? It's kids.
You right.
Real life. This is uncut, raw shit. This is what you're gonna get fucking with us. Fucking with this channel, with these T.G.W girls.
Them girls?
Here. If y'all don't want to see none of this or hear none of that,
man, they want
go to TikTok or whatever y'all want to go see that little shit. People clean up and shit like that. Mm-hmm. You know, lie about some shit.
Clean up.
Go there. I like that kind of stuff too. And if I don't want to hear this, I'm going to go to that.
So you going to give an example for this one. You're going to feedback about like relationships in your family. You feel like it's like
strange.
It's strange.
It's strange.
Yeah.
Well,
like broken up family members.
I stay in a whole different city from my whole family, so that's it right there. And I just feel like that kind of stuff happen like that, and people like go away and depart from each other and stuff like that. It happens when we are kids, but then it also happens when we're adults, when we understand what's going on, like what's wrong within the family. Like we start taking accountability and understanding stuff, because a lot of people be sticking around, they don't be understanding stuff. Everybody be still stuck where they come from. You know what I'm saying? Still staying down the street from the apartments they grew up in type shit. I mean, if it was in the house, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Back to what I was saying. A lot of families depart and stuff from within each other. Cause I feel like I feel like family's supposed to stick around. I feel like family's supposed to be tight. I feel like that. I do. I really do. But a lot of family do not do that. Because a lot of shit be pushed underneath the rug within families, and people don't be handling what be needed to be handled. A lot of shit be still going on. Like a lot of rapist ass uncles still be around. Like, you know, all at the family gatherings, like ain't nothing happened. Stuff like that. And I feel like, see, me personally, y'all ain't do nothing about that when we... No, so I had to move around from there. Because I have kids now. I don't want my kids growing up around half of the stuff that my family do. Like, I don't feel like me growing up around it was good. And I'm damn sure not going to feel like my kids growing up around it is okay. Like, niggas sell people doing drugs, abusiveness, like verbal abuse, mental, physically, like all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't want my babies to be around none of that kind of stuff. Like, I don't.
I'm add to it because you made a comment. You said you feel like families supposed to stick around and all that with each other, and I agree on that part, but in a different sense. Because I feel like as you grow older, so because most black families, not black, it's families in general, are usually dysfunctional and enmeshed, which means like they all their life and their problems are all put together. Like as when you grow up and become an adult, your problem not supposed to be your other family member's problems. Like, you're supposed to have your own problems and be your own adult, all that, right? But a lot of families be dysfunctional as hell, so they enmesh their problems together and make everybody issue. Like, for example, like when you don't care about your brother or your sister doing something, like, that's not my problem. You know, I would love to help my sibling if I got to help or have to give. But that's why a lot of people break away from their families, because they be so dysfunctional and so toxic. Where you make it responsible.
But that's what I'm saying. And I feel like if all that was not going on, family's supposed to be around each other. Like, we're supposed to.
And then when I say
that's why I feel like it's supposed
be
to
around is like you can be around and be separate, right? Let's say you stay in Colorado and I stay in Florida, right?
Yeah.
We can still be cool and come together to
link
up
exactly.
regularly, you know, hang out, because that's a healthy relationship. But toxic, and when you're dependent and codependent on somebody or a family member and all this shit, you think you gotta be around them all the time and live with them or stay in the same city and shit. But that's not true. You can be unhealthy, be in the same close proximity and don't be healthy, but far away and have a great relationship with somebody. You know what I mean? You've been far away for a long time.
Still have a great relationship. Nothing changed.
So
shit, if anything, it got better.
Yeah, it's about distance make it better. You know, it's why nothing like the family stuff. Like, you can't ever be cool with some family members because they think you gotta act a certain way to be around them, and if you don't perform or be a certain way, you can't be
dress a certain way, do this a certain way. You gotta do all that.
Be acting funny or what's the problem? Well, you ain't talking to me no more. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
just understand, people be having shit going on, and people can do that. Like, people can
should have the right to not want to talk and be social all the time.
So come on, old sister.
Oh yeah,
oldest daughter. We're the oldest daughters.
Both of us.
Both of us.
Remember you said something about a 5. Like,
a 5, yeah.
You said that already. Remember? Oh, that's
what that was the intro.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay, oldest daughter's taking a step back and everything that has nothing to do with them.
Yes, that's.
And we are those girls.
Yeah, them girls. It's really important. I feel like the main reason why that's a big topic is because, it's like I took a deep breath or something. But yeah, it's like, I feel like as the oldest sibling, as the oldest daughter, we all know that women have more responsibility, you know, just in general. Like, we automatically get more responsibility, familial, you know, ties when it comes time to, like, doing certain things like housework, chores, and, you know, being responsible over other siblings and shit like that. Like, all those things.
Having to watch them.
Having to
fix them this, all that.
All these things that are not really necessarily our responsibility. And I feel like even when you go into an adult, you still carry on those responsibilities and those titles. And I feel like it's a time now in my life, and also for her, she been taking, you know,
to let go.
To let go of that and realize that that's not our journey, our life to carry. Like, somebody else got to carry that.
As of 2024, we realized it and we start stepping away from that. As of 2025, that is permanent.
Yeah.
Like, we're no longer doing it at all.
We're not the hand holders or the, what they say, my sisters and all that keeper and shit. No. I'm the keeper of the people who keep me. Yes. Like, I want to be held by the people who held me, who there for me, who love me, who show up for me. I'm not trying to show up for nobody, be there for nobody, or none of that. I don't know, just I'm the oldest, the mama, that's the second mama and shit. I'm the mother of the children I birthed. And the people that I love that's choosing to love me. That's it.
Think about us as being older sisters, taking all the shit that we done did for our sisters and putting all this shit in just to our kids.
Yeah. And only that.
Our kids will have so much more put into them, time, all of that, because we can't take that, we can't even get that back that we didn't spend with them. Over the time of me having kids, my daughter's about to be 5 years old. Over the past 5 years, I done had every last one of my sisters have stayed with me. Every last one of them. Mm-hmm. When I've needed that, I've gotten talked about and much more. Taking on that motherly stuff for them. Taking care of them. Giving them something. And like, why am I the one that have to do this? Mama, what? But it's me. I have to be the one to do it.
It seems like the oldest daughters become the mama to the parents to the parents. Like, if it be a single mother, like, we automatically really become the mama. Like, I know she feel, and I definitely feel like I'm my mama's mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely. So if regardless of how they want to take it or accept that shit, it is what it is. Ain't no way
we become their mama
we should
too.
Be knowing as much as we know and having to tell them some shit, or they ain't learned lessons that we already learned. That's ridiculous. You supposed to be helping us learn these lessons and help us grow and give us advice.
I am 25 now, and I'm saying I am done doing all of that. And it's okay to be done. Being an older sister, being done with it. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not your bag.
It's okay.
It's not for you. Put them bags down. Carry your own weight. Only worry about what you can do for you.
Our last topic is real sisterhood.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What is real sisterhood?
That's a good question. I feel like it's a good
Do real sisterhood have to be from blood sisters like mother, daddy, or same mama, same daddy, or
definition of a sister? Let me look that up.
Definition of sister: a woman or girl in relation to other daughters and sons of her parents.
Okay, the other one says a close female friend or associate, especially a female fellow member of a labor union or organization. I'm fine sisterhood. Okay. Sisterhood is important because it provides a strong support network of women who can offer understanding, encouragement, and advice, creating a sense of community where women feel less alone, can celebrate their successes, and navigate challenges together, ultimately boosting their confidence and empowering them to achieve their goals. Essentially, it fosters a sense of belonging and shared experiences that can be invaluable in life. So, key reasons why sisterhood is important: emotional support, empowerment, sense of belonging, mentorship and guidance, validation of experiences, positive social change. So, and that's one of all those things that were just named. I feel like that's a good definition of how we show up for each other, you know, how we support each other, and, you know, us being sisters and shit, and how we, you know, are with each other and stuff. Like, even when, like I said, even when it's hard sometimes to have a conversation that we know not like we gotta say, or it's difficult stuff sometimes, or just we really don't have too much disagree on most things, because I feel like being the oldest and shit like that and having the responsibilities that we had growing up and shit, we'd be on the same page for most shit. But, you know, by being different ages and shit and different experiences, we do not know the same things, so sometimes we don't know. But for the most part, when shit is uncomfortable, we know how to get through that shit, and we know how to help each other feel good about the other person, and, you know, just all the things.
Very understanding.
Yeah, the understanding part too. It's very good, because I feel like that's the main thing. Just sometimes having somebody that can just understand you means a lot, because you be feeling like you just so lost and you don't got nobody, and you're like, damn, well, at least I got this one person. You know, sometimes all it takes is just one person. You know, you don't need a 1,000 people to tell you it's okay, you know, or you got it. Because once you hear that and you feel good, now you feel like you can keep going a little bit. Even if it's just for the next few minutes or the next day, at least you've made it, you know. So it's very important.
And I feel like people just need to understand that it's not about you always being so misunderstood. People don't be want to understand.
Yeah.
They be knowing.
Yeah.
They just don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. They know what you saying is right. They don't care. And I feel like when people start understanding that too, they'll stop looking for.
So when you say that, you mean like in a general sense, or are you talking about like specifically with me? Who you talking about? When you said, I'm trying to make sure I'm following you right. What? Yeah, tell me.
You saying in a general sense?
Like, cause you said people don't be trying to understand. Like, are you talking about like?
I'm saying from my own personal
experience.
Yes.
Okay.
And like some people can get it or not. Like if this would be going on with them. That's what I was trying to say, like, to clarify that. Because I am a person that's always feeling misunderstood. But that's not what it is, for real.
Yeah.
People just don't they don't care.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Like I know that. Like, I'm saying, like, that people don't be caring.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily about always feeling misunderstood.
Like, it's not always about feeling misunderstood. People just don't care.
The fact that you have that one person just confirms.
And like, and then when you can go, that's what I'm saying.
It's really young motherfuckers that just doing, because it don't be, because people, we don't, like you said the other day, you meet somebody that you don't even know, they just tell you everything, you just talking to them, conversation just flowing, ain't no problems. But somebody you supposed to know, and supposed to know you so well, it's always a problem. Like they dedicated to misunderstanding what the fuck
creating a problem.
Yeah.
And that's because they don't care.
Yeah. And also,
what you saying
under that? You're not
being misunderstood for real.
They all like,
yeah. Even if I feel like even if you know a person do be like on drama and stuff, if a person is trying to do better, and you can see time for time that person is not on it, stop doing it.
Yeah.
Stop trying to create that narrative with that person that that's what it is and that's not what it is.
Yeah. Okay. If you want a sister relationship, you feel envious.
Yeah.
Because you had one before.
Yeah.
But yet, you feel like somebody else come around and then take that same relationship that you also wanted to have. Yeah. Or let's say you just see a relationship that's being had.
Yeah.
Online, on TV, wherever. I mean, a sisterly love, a sisterly bond, right? That's you want. You envious anytime you see somebody having it, right?
Damn, people like that.
People like that. So in our situation, with my family, it seems as though because me and you are not blood related, and you are my brother's baby mama, and me and you close like we is, it seems like people are jealous and envious. Envy is more about wanting something that someone else has, while jealousy is more about fearing you'll lose something you have. For example, if you want your neighbor's new convertible, you feel envy. If she takes your husband for a ride, you feel jealousy. Damn. That's a good no, that's what's going on with our relationship right now.
What relationship, Key? How relationship?
Baby, the lady said, if you want your neighbor's new convertible, you feel envious.
I'm talking about ours, Key.
Oh, I'm about to get to this. It's a sermon, baby. Hold on.
They try to
let me cook. Let me cook.
Come back in. This is it.